What's up, people? It's Lawrence here with video number 3. Fix that orientation. Today, or right now, I'm going to fix this annoying door. So this is the door in our mudroom that has an awesome closet, and it's got a couple things going on with it. One, doesn't really stay shut. Two, when you open one door, it typically opens the other door. Three, it rubs right there. And then on top of that, it's got these little these catches to actually keep the door shut. But if we look at the top of the door, you can see that the little spring-loaded mechanism that's supposed to be there is gone. So I bought some new spring-loaded mechanisms. But then, as I was looking at how this closes, it was really annoying me. And then I noticed that this hinge, hopefully you can see, that hinge right there is loose. There were 3 little screws, and I'll show you the screws here in a second. These tiny little 1/2-inch screws. So we need some countersunk replacements, so I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna replace these. I've got a random mess of screws. I've got some drywall screws. I found this one wood screw, so I'm gonna use this and 2 of these drywall screws. Now, it's not like this is a critical application. I really just wanted some longer screws. So let's get to drilling. Well, I think that's done for now. So a little bit of longer screws. There wasn't a ton of purchase in there, so, you know, maybe this is just a very short-term fix. One of the other things is that we've got this thing to prevent the door from opening all the way. We've also got these annoying, our whole house has these. It's hard to tell, but essentially this is not just a regular whatever pin. I'm sure there's some fancy term for this, but there's an expanded part here at the top that holds it in and keeps it from working itself out. All that really means in reality is that it's a huge pain in the butt to add or remove. And essentially what it means is I need a hammer to put it back in. So, gonna have to get a hammer to do that. The other thing that's really annoying about this is that I just screwed that in because it was loose, and now I'm gonna hammer on it. There we go. But behold, it's probably hard to see, there's now a tiny gap where these shut. That's awesome. All right, so moving on to the door catch mechanism. So I'll show you the top in a second, but essentially this piece is the strike plate and catcher. This gets mounted in the door. You know, you got to drill like a 1/2-inch hole or whatever the instructions say. And then we've got a few tiny screws, our favorite, to mount this and to keep this in the door. So it'll sit in there like that. And then this is spring-loaded to catch it. But what I'll show you up there is all of that's already there, except this guy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hope that this fits, and I'll just screw it in to the right height. And what I really wonder is if, who took these out? Maybe because they were annoyed, or maybe they actually fell in this hollow door. All right, let's check it out. All right, so got my handy steps tool from when my kids were little. So you can see that this is simply just missing this piece. And I measured this piece, and everything that's sold at Home Depot has this same dimensions. Oh no, that's not gonna do it. It is not catching. You can see that it just goes right in there. So what I'll do is I'll just remove this one and replace it with the one that came with this thing. Do some fun investigating on that one. Yeah, this door is totally hollow. Like I can put my finger in there and just move it around. So that makes me wonder if this just wiggled free at some point. So we'll put this guy in. Oh, it fits. That's pretty sweet. I'll just use the same screws because I don't care. No one is ever going to look at this. Oh yeah, you can hear that a little bit. A little resistance. Okay. Now. Well, I should have thought of this first. Gonna put this in from the bottom. Gonna test fit it. It actually has a nice little unscrewer there, and there's 2 notches here that you could use to screw it. I also wonder if I should be putting some Loctite on it. All right. Well, that seems good enough. So let's put it back. Let's put the screws back. We're not putting the stones back. For those of you who are Marvel fans. Boom. All right. Well, let's do the second one. Boom. Would you look at that? Of course, my dog is going to be unhappy he can't get in here now. Ta-da! I feel like Ace Ventura in that scene where he opens and shuts the sliding door. Uh-oh. If I shut this one real hard, it pops that one. Well, very exciting.